Hello everyone, I'm Ernie and I'm so glad you're here with us today. Today with us we have
Teresa with Empty Treasures.
I'm Don with the Redwing mine.
And I'm Michael with Empty Treasures.
And it's so great to have you guys here with us. We are here at the Redwing mine, and Don here is the owner and at this amazing mine. I was here yesterday and I was able to go through all these areas, and it's just so amazing. And the history of this mine is really rich, and Don's going to give us a little bit of insight of what he knows as fact, as what the value of this mine was back in the day when the original owner, Don's the second owner.
Yeah, we bought it from the widow of the guy that mined it originally. Yes.
Yeah, and so he knows firsthand stories of the value that they pulled out of the Redwing mine.
Yep. Well, we bought it from the widow in 1980 or 81. We didn't know what we were buying, but she gave us mint receipts from 1926 to 28, about 2 years worth of mint receipts. And he was taking, there was a 2-stamp mill right here. He was taking, the minimum was 250 ounces, but 350 to 450 ounces every 2 months down to the Sacramento or the San Francisco Mint. So there's records of that. Just those mint receipts were close to 5,000 ounces in those 2 years.
And how much do you think it would be worth at today's price?
15 million?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
That's
Yes.
a lot of money from this claim.
And there's not much indication of where it could have come from,
okay,
other than where we were yesterday, underneath there. We think most of it came out of a pocket
okay,
up there.
nice. And we need to find that another pocket.
We need to find, well, we're going to go back into the attic, and there's the one report that I found that says the 100-foot drift and high-grade ore was discovered. So we'll go in there today. That's where we worked back in the 80s, my dad and my brother and I.
Okay.
So we're going to go back in there and look around.
And Don's family has owned this mine for 40 some odd years.
45 years.
Yeah, Don's an old timer at this
Yeah,
mine
I'm the
now.
old timer now. Yeah.
and I don't know if you guys remember, Michael and I, we did an episode of where we had processed the ore that came from the Redwing mine, and we pulled out some very good gold from this area. So anyhow, we're gonna check this place out today. We're gonna go visit the adits and the main adit.
The main adit, yeah.
And we're going to see what we can find inside there. And so we're so glad that you guys are here, and let's get to it. The Mother Lode country stretched through the Sierra Nevada foothills in central California, about 150 miles long, but only a few miles wide. It extended north and northwest from the vicinity of Mariposa through Tuolumne, Calaveras, Amador, El Dorado, Placer, and Nevada counties. The main type of ore in this area of the Mother Lode is gold found in quartz veins and in weathered, concentrated seam deposits of schist, slate, and altered volcaniclastic rocks. The Mother Lode in California is a principal vein or zone of gold ore. The ore contains free gold and varying amounts of sulfides, mainly pyrite. There are other minerals present in the ore and smaller amounts of galena, chalcopyrite, arsenopyrite, and other minerals that I have a difficult time pronouncing.
Dad did that. For some reason, he thought he needed to go that way.
Did he find anything?
No,
No?
didn't find anything. That's about the halfway point, roughly. I don't think I've ever really messed with this. There's a little bit of quartz in it, but they went right past it. The old timers didn't want to mess with it. It's a fault though. What's it look like on the, where's it go?
You can notice here that there is standing water on the floor of the shaft. As we descended farther and down into the shaft, there began to be more water. Here at this adit, which is the lowest shaft on the Redwing mine, you can see the water coming out of the shaft. This shaft is 450 feet in length and it is filled with 3 feet of water. The hills in this area of the Mother Lode contain a significant amount of underground water due to the region's complex geology and its location in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada mountains. Unlike the sand and gravel aquifers found in flat valleys, the groundwater in this area is stored in fractured bedrock aquifers. As we move higher on the claim, we come to the cut that Don is presently working on. Michael from MT Treasures did an episode where he processed some ore from the Redwing mine, and I did 2 episodes where I processed the ore from the Redwing mine, and this is the cut where our material came from. You can see all the quartz that's running through the walls of this cut.
See up there to the up in there, you can see it separated.
Right, and that wasn't like that before, huh?
Well, that I don't think that's natural. No, it's happened from undermining it, I think.
Nice.
Just kind of get it to work. Just wanting to chatter a little bit.
That's the same way I tune in mine.
Sounds like somebody pulled in down there.
It's the neighbors going up that other road.
It was a problem.
No, ain't no problem. When you come up in through here, take a little video if you want, but just don't hang out in here. And you'll see why. It's not a good place to hang out.
Dangerous, huh?
Nothing's fallen. It's a big shear zone here. Something going on. We're not sure.
So this material here, this equipment, is that from you or
Yeah,
from the?
this is from us.
Okay.
The old box back there, that was the powder box. I think this might, no, that was us, whatever. That's probably full. I don't know what's in there. There might have been a bucket of grease here for the tracks. This is all ours. Here's the blasting wire. That hose hooked to the water tank and went to the jack leg for water for the jack leg. The tank is still back here, kind of half buried. That's where we got to go.
Okay.
This here just they went that way, crossed another vein that doesn't have gold. And up in there, there's another little part of the vein that doesn't have gold.
Okay.
So no reason to go back there.
So did you do any digging back there?
We never did, no.
Okay.
Other than testing, never did any. Well, we did that. I don't know if you can see that pile there.
Uh-huh.
We drilled up in there and shot up into that vein,
Okay.
and there was never any gold, so we never cleaned it out.
The smart move. And this is the original timber?
No, these are ours.
Oh, okay.
This is, so that what this spot is, where we were yesterday, where I'm digging on top,
Uh-huh.
right up in here, this goes up pretty steep. And that was their ore pass. They brought ore from up above down to under here.
Oh, okay.
And when we bought the place, this was caved in just like it is. The old ore car, wooden ore car, was underneath this.
So did you guys capture any gold, recover any gold from this area?
No, it's just wall rock and big chunks that
Okay.
have fallen off the walls up there. Hardly ever see a piece of quartz.
How about this piece of metal right here?
Well, that's ours.
Okay.
That's an old anchor bolt. Something I brought home from work. It was probably hanging the airline. It's kind of belly crawl getting up through here.
Okay.
So what this does, it goes up as far as you can see. It goes to the left a little bit and then almost straight up, and that's where it plugs up. That's the upper workings. So they would have dumped their ore down this into a chute here, dump it out from here. But this is where they went up. This is all quartz, and behind you, solid quartz.
Looks like some good material here.
There was gold closer to the floor level, but I don't know if we ever tested it up here. I think maybe the one geologist tested it. He's got a paint mark there.
Uh-huh.
I think there was one assay was like 0.7, 0.8 ounces per ton. That was probably from this area.
Okay.
So this is all ore. This is good stuff. If you had a way to get in here and get it.
And what's back there?
That's where we're going.
Oh, okay.
So this is the 100-foot drift where they discovered the high-grade ore.
Okay.
That's where we're going.
That's what the report was talking
That's
about.
the report, yeah.
Okay.
This is the drift. Would start right here and go for 100 feet.
Nice. And let's get to it.
This is the access to the air shaft right here. So we're right at the peak of the hill. So you get a reference of where you're at. So that just went to the left and then straight up. Just filled in. You can't get in there and see it anymore.
And that's that part that's fenced in, correct?
You're right, straight above you, almost straight up.
Okay. And if we muck that out,
Cut out, you can see. Well, you can't quite see daylight, but you can see light up there.
Okay.
It's not completely straight, but
how
you
much
can see the light.
how much do you think needs to be mucked out?
I don't have any idea. It can't be too much. You know, you could pull it down into here, but
Right.
if we've got trapped in here, that's probably what we would do. We'll try to open that up. Here's our leaning gold.
Start again.
So that's pretty impressive looking, but it just doesn't carry hardly any gold right at that spot.
Oh, that's too bad.
But it might change in 10 feet.
Yeah.
We know what happens up 100 feet.
Yeah.
The big pocket. This is all big solid chunk of quartz. I don't want to stand under it because it's heavy and there's nothing holding it up. So I don't know how much is caved in there, how hard it would be to get back up in there. They should be pretty solid if you get up in there. Look right above your head there. Oh, that's all quartz. That had pretty good gold in it. And underneath your feet there was a shaft like 6 feet deep. The old timers did. That had really good gold. So this floor has got a lot of gold rust in it. This is all ore. Everything we're standing on needs to be, this could be ground. Yeah, this could be processed.
Okay, that looks like a nice vein right there up along that.
I don't think that was very good. It was all over in this stuff.
Huh.
The gold was over here. Yeah, it looks good. There could be gold anywhere. This had gold. There used to be a piece of gold you could see in that, but it's probably on the ground. That big chunk of quartz had a piece of gold sticking out of it.
Right.
It's probably on the ground somewhere now. I checked it with the MD20 and not finding any visible stuff. So let's see what.
Okay.
So crank it up the rails and dump it into a chute. And then we can put it in the ore cart. Only handle it once, but that was a killer. That thing. Cranking that thing up out of there. The old timers did everything that you could see up in there.
And you guys
At the
said
end, we have kind of a gopher hole that went another, I don't know how far. We popped into the air shaft again.
okay.
So we popped into that air shaft twice.
And you guys did everything down below here.
Everything from where you are down, we did, yeah. We took all this out. This was all solid quartz in here. This is all quartz. Just a big lens of quartz. And it was all paying.
How far back does it go over here?
That's it.
Okay.
Just the vein just petered out there, pinched. Out to almost nothing back in there. You can see all the stringers. So it went from great big huge to nothing.
Normally how it goes.
Yeah, it's never going to stay the same. Something in there. kind of a precarious place to stand here, but maybe we can drill into it.
Yeah.
It's all going to go down in the bottom there. So it's right. It's right in there. I'm not getting anything like that anywhere else. Be careful, that little piece could fall on my head. See how this big quartz came up and just pinched down into nothing?
Mm-hmm.
This great big wide thing here. There's certainly something in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just a pocket of iron or...
Yeah, we should test it out.
Yeah. What was it now? Can you...
Sure was nice to be under the trees to do this stuff today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of out in the desert where there's no trees around.
That's what I was saying yesterday.
Yeah, because, you know, when we get out there, we're doing that. Like, partway through the day, you all of a sudden feel like you got dehydrated and your energy just goes sideways. Yeah, they have all this equipment down here, and somebody else was talking about and stuff. I photographed some of that. So. Yeah, like shale, you just pick it up and just...
The scrappers have taken everything that they could haul out of here.
Yeah. Do you have problems with people coming on the property a lot? It's not
Well,
supposed
we
to
did
be
have. We did have. They stole everything from here. Everything they could get. But not lately. Well, there's nothing left for them now. Take 3.
Well, this wraps up this episode here at the Redwing Mine with Don and MT Treasures. And Don, what would you like to share with us before we leave?
Oh, just thanks for coming by and hope you enjoyed it. I know you're taking home some rocks. I hope some of them have gold in them. Most of them probably won't, but you know, hopefully you can work your magic and see what you can get.
And I'm sure there's going to be some gold in there.
Oh, there'll be some gold in some of it,
we
and some of
definitely-
it no, some of it yes.
Cool. And what would you like to say,
Well,
Teresa?
just thank Don for having us up here, and we had a great time. The weather was great. Nice to be in the trees with the breeze for a change instead of in the middle of the desert sweating.
That's true.
And yeah, we have the car loaded down with rocks and stuff from tailing piles and stuff like that for us to work on. So it's going to get real interesting, fun to watch.
That's right. Where else can you sit around all day long in the shade and pick through gold ore?
And-
We had a ball.
That's right, and we did get some specimen gold today, didn't we?
Yes, we
and
did.
it was great. And Don, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing us to come up here and spending, well, for me, a second
And
day.
I know you
And-
have a spot you want to get after up there, so come on back.
Yeah, what I have to, my payback for Don is that I'm going to dig out and add it
The
for
very
him.
upper at it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll do an episode on that. So if you enjoyed this episode, I would like to encourage you to spank that like button and to share this on your channel so others can enjoy the experience that we experience and they can experience it on your channel. And if you haven't subscribed to MT Treasures SOS or the Redwing Mine, I encourage you to subscribe to their channel, subscribe to our channel, and become part of our AU family. We would love to have you in the family. We would all love to communicate with you, and we're so thankful that you're here. We deeply appreciate your support, and we will see you on the next one.
Later.
Oh yeah, and you can order ore from Don. He didn't say that. That's my
I've got to find some better ore before I
He's
start
got some
selling
ore.
again.
Yeah, and so you guys can purchase his ore, and we will see you on the next one.
Again.
Take 3.